Hello. Okay, we're jumping straight into this. I don't know what's going on with my throat lately. It's been itching and like irritating. So like, forgive me if I sound a little bit weird. I'm gonna jump straight into this because I am so excited to actually use the new lip contour stain. Like, yeah, I've been seeing the review on this on TikTok and Instagram, and I just had to get it. So I picked up the shade Brown Rich, which I believe is this deeper shade, and got the shade Warm Brown as well. So we're gonna see what they give at the end of the video, but for now we're gonna jump straight into eyes. I think I'm gonna use the Love Fest eyeshadow mini palette, and I really want to use this pretty pinky shade right here. I feel like it's gonna look so pretty under eyes. Miss Huda did say she's no longer gonna be doing the 18-pan eyeshadow anymore. I don't really know the reason why, but I guess it's because people no longer like do eyeshadow looks like as often as like back in the day anymore. I'm just quickly going in now and just prepping my eyelid just so that the shadows can show up well. I think I'm going to start off by using this shade right here, right at the bottom. It's like a burnt orangey type of shade. The pigmentation of Miss Huda's eyeshadow palettes is insane. Now, personally, I really like Huda Beauty's products. You do get some misses sometimes, but like for the most part, the products that she's come out with are really, really good. I've only used one shade Cousins, and look at that. It blends out so seamlessly. If you're dark skin and looking for a good high-end eyeshadow palette, I would definitely recommend Huda Beauty, because not only does the shadow show up well in your skin tone, they also last the whole day without fading away. The pigmentation of the palettes are stunning. Like literally a little goes a long way. And the one thing I will say that makes Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palettes different and unique, the colorway of our eyeshadow palettes makes sense. You always get like a funky, cool shade in the eyeshadow palette. For example, you have this shade, which is like a swirly, shimmery shade. Even in this eyeshadow palette, which is the Empowered eyeshadow palette, you get the two-dimensional shades right here, and you always get like a unique shadow in the pan all the time. And not only are her matte shades really good, her shimmer shades as well, blinded. Next, we're gonna go in with this orange shade right here, and we're gonna lightly use her pigmentation. I told you guys, we're gonna lightly just use this as our transition color and just blend that into our brow bone. Actually, I changed it to this lighter orange shade right here. Huda Beauty is definitely black girl approved when it comes to her eyeshadow palette. Next, I want to grab the deepest shade right here. Her smaller eyeshadow palettes don't have names of the shades compared to like the bigger pans. Blend that on my outer corners into my crease. I'm just going to go back in with the two light shade right here just to help me blend this harsh line right here. To diffuse it, because I'm seeing a little bit of harshness, which we don't do on this channel, you know? We like everything to be blended. Now, I usually don't mind going to different eyeshadow palettes to get shadows that works for an eye look that I want. However, I do know that it is not practical, so I'm just going to stick to this eyeshadow palette for today. I really do want to go into the Empowered eyeshadow palette and use the black gel shade in here, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to stick to one palette. Now I'm just going to grab this shade right here. And this is what I mean by like, look how stunning. Even this shade right here. And then let's go in with this purple shade right here. Oh, it's so, so pretty. So, so pretty. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Y'all see how blinding that is? Do you see how blinding that is? Like, hello? Doesn't need no setting spray, literally from the pan to my fingers to my eyes. And because I have nails, I'm just going to go in with a brush for my inner corners. It does work well with a brush as well, but I prefer using my fingers. I feel like you get a better payoff. I'm going to go in and just blend out the harsh lines. I am going to do eyeliner. Alright, moving on to base. I feel like complexion products is what Miss Huda is still like improving on. I don't feel like she's like nailed it on the head yet, but you can definitely see with her new launches that she's actually like trying and it's improving, and the products are really good quality. So we're going to start with the Easy Blur Primer. This is a silicone free smoothing primer, and I really do like this primer. It's honestly within the name, like it's so blurring. And the weirdest thing is that I feel like all skin types can use this primer. I have used it on my clients with like oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, and it's worked well with every single person. And even I love it myself. I have normal combination skin. I will say that you definitely need to like work this product into the skin. And I would say allow it to sit for about like 30 seconds before going in with your next product. Next is the Easy Bake Setting Spray. Now this product, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Now if you saw my TikTok video, you know that I was literally struggling to use this product. I love the actual product itself, like the product inside of this bottle. However, the packaging of it is terrible. The packaging is just awful. Like, it's just not easy to use. Now I get because of the rice starch that's in this, so it kind of like clogs up at the bottom, so you do need to like shake it up well. Even after shaking it well, for some reason it's hard for it to like go through the nozzle, and as you can see, after a couple of uses as well, it gets a bit, you know, mingy, but it's fine because the product itself is good. I did see someone decant this into the Charlotte Tilbury bottle, so I think I might end up doing that, but for now we're just gonna, you know, keep using it until I run out of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, which is soon. Now if you can get past the packaging, if you want that smooth focus filter in real life skin, this setting spray will give you that. I'm going to quickly go in and colour correct. Huda Beauty does have their own orange and peachy colour corrector. Now I personally just don't feel like it's worth spending £18 to £20 on a colour corrector. Obviously if you have it and you love it, great, that's amazing. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you should go out and purchase a colour corrector that costs £18. I wouldn't do that unless I'm like reviewing it. Now I personally like to use the concealer that is deeper than my skin tone to cover up my dark circles and my hyperpigmentation, just because I feel like you get a little bit more coverage with them and you don't have to like work so hard to cover it up, but you know, each to their own. For foundation, we're going to be using the Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation. Now when I first tried out this foundation, I liked the finish it gave me, but I wasn't really loving the shade of the foundation. This was too dark and a little bit too grey, and obviously this was too light for me, and even after mixing the two shades together, I didn't love the shade that it gave me. So I actually did pick up a new shade. This is the shade Ganache 560R, which is meant to be the shade in between these two shades, because this is 550 Hot Fudge and this is 600 Espresso. So I'm really hoping that this shade matches me. Bismillah. Ooh, that looks like a better shade match. Okay, let's blend her out. Oh yeah, 100%. This is definitely a better shade match than what these two were giving me. Like, yeah. Like I said, I already love the finish of the foundation already, but now that I have a really good shade match, I feel like I like it a lot more. Now looking at it, these are the 3 deepest shades, and I still feel like so many shades can be created, especially between these 2 shades right here. Miss Huda, I believe in you. Please give us more shades, because there's a big jump between these 2 shades right here. It's still a big gap, and I definitely feel like she can close it up a little bit, you know. By the way, the reason why I did pick up this shade when the first time I reviewed is because this wasn't available. I feel like this came out a month after the initial launch of the product, and I just didn't get a chance to purchase it until couple days ago, and I just thought, why not? Next, we're moving on to concealer. I'm using their Faux Filter concealer. Honestly, one of my favorite concealers. It photographs well, and they have a really good shade range as well. The shade I'm using right here is Butterscotch. I do have a lighter shade called Peanut Butter, but I don't think I'm going to use that in today's video, but I just wanted to show you guys. Butterscotch is like a really good shade for me to highlight with, and it has a warm undertone as well. If you haven't tried this concealer, it's definitely worth trying. You get a medium coverage, it photographs well, and it's not super thick, but it has coverage. I'm also going to use the same concealer, but this time in the shade Chocolate Chip, to bronze up my face. This is the deeper shade. Again, I do feel like she can go darker with the concealer. I do feel like it's not really intended to bronze with, because she does have her tan contour pot thing that you can use to bronze and contour with. I just like the warmth that this gives my face, and the coverage as well is there, so that's why I like to use this to bronze. Now I'm going to go in with their blush filter, and this is in the shade Watermelon Pop. And again, I think this is the deepest shade. I do know there's like a fuchsia pink one that she just recently came out with. I haven't got my hands on that one yet, but then again, I do like my blushes a little bit more corally, more orange pinkish tones. Fuchsia pink blushes I don't think really looks best on me. I like cool tone pink shades. I don't feel like they look good on me. That's why I do love me a coral orangey blush. The only thing with this blush, I do feel like you need to build her up, because the first layer, she's cute. You can hardly see her, but if you go with a second layer, that's when you really start to like see the blush. And it does smell really good as well. It's like a subtle, nice scent. And now you start to see the shade. I'm gonna go back in with the Easy Big Setting Spray. The type of pressed powder that Huda Beauty has, it's not my go-to, so I'm just going to quickly go in and lightly set my highlighted areas. Now I'm going to go in with the most viral product from Huda Beauty, and that is the Easy Big Setting Powder. I feel like one of the reasons why this powder is still going even after all these years is because of the different shades that it has available. She didn't do like a one size fit all type of vibe with the setting powder. She literally gave peach undertone, pink undertone. The shade I use is Blondie. I do mix mine a little bit with my RCMA No Color powder just to take away the yellowness a little bit, but nonetheless it's so good. It literally just sets your makeup so nicely. You get no flashback. It's just so good. And she catered it to different skin tones. I don't know anyone that doesn't like this powder, because it's just so good. Definitely hyped for a really good reason. If you don't have this or the Laura Mercier translucent powder, how do you set your makeup? I'm genuinely concerned with how you set your makeup, because what? If you truly want your makeup to be secured, you need her. So there's no if, no buts about it. This is what you need. And I believe they've changed the packaging of this as well. And a little goes a long way with this product as well, because y'all see how much I still have left. Yeah. Like, they don't really have that much powder products, i.e. a pressed powder for all over the face, or like a powder bronzer or powder blush. Maybe that's something they're working on, I don't know, but currently right now I don't think they have any. They did have a pressed powder in their Glowish brand. I believe this is now discontinued, but I still have mine, so we're gonna use her. I think this is meant to be the skincare X makeup line. I'm not really too sure of the direction of this brand, but this was definitely by Huda Beauty. I have the shade here, 13 Extra Rich, which again I think is the deepest shade, but I could be wrong on that, to be fair. And this has a little bit of like glittery sparkles in it, which I don't think is good as like a pressed powder for all over the face anyway. I'm just going to use a little of this because I do not want my makeup to be ruined. I'm going to go back into the Love Fest eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to finish off the eye look. I'm going to grab this brown shade and this shade right here to smudge it on my lower lash line. Set the face again before I apply my lashes. I'm also going to grab this shade and put it in our inner corners as well. Like I said, I don't feel like they currently have a powder blush. I'm just going to go with my own. Okay, now on to the final product, which is lips. This is their newest launch and it is their lip contour stain. Now literally everyone have been loving this lip stain. Now I haven't seen a lot of people that have a T10 lip like me and that is quite dark. Try this out, so we are trying it out today. I've got this shade Rich Brown and this shade of Warm Brown. Rich Brown is the deeper shade. And currently right now, based on like first impressions, like just me looking at it based on the packaging, it doesn't look deep, but we'll see. So this is what they both look like. It's like a felt tip pen. Let's go in with Warm Brown first. Ooh, that's nice. It actually looks like it's going to sharpen my skin tone. Now, Rich Brown. This is swatches of both of them on my hand and they actually look quite good. I think I'm going to do Warm Brown first and then deepen up with Rich Brown, just so we see how they both look on my lips. So going in with Warm Brown. I'm just going to let her set for a minute. Compared to like the packaging, it actually looks deeper and it actually shows up on my darker top lip, which is like really good. Now going in with Rich Brown. Okay. Just as a side-by-side comparison, this is what Rich Brown looks like, and this is what Warm Brown looks like. Now let me do my lip combo. I said this lip combo doesn't really go with my eye look, but I really like this lip stain. Now let's do the kiss test. Yeah, Miss Huda, she ate with this one, okay? I did pick up their jelly oil as well in the shade Juicy Peach. Let me just apply this on top. This is real juicy. Oh, yeah, 100% Miss Huda ate with this one. Hello, are we seeing the shine of this gloss? And are we seeing the pigmentation of this lip contour stain? Like, hello? I'm actually upset I didn't know eyelid that goes with this lip combo right here, because she really wasn't lying when she said this is juicy. Like, the lips is looking juicy. It's looking real juicy, okay? Guys, I don't really know what's going on my camera, but it's not really focusing unless I'm like so close right now. I'm sorry I'm having to come up close to end this video. It's like not focusing, and if I like move back for some reason, so I really have to be like up in you guys' face. So I'm sorry, camera issues, but this is the full face of using Huda Beauty. What do we think? I definitely feel like Huda Beauty is definitely black girl approved. One, because the eyeshadow palettes are really pigmented and they show well on deeper complexion and they last the whole day. I feel like the brand provides two type of primers. I've only tried out the Ease of Blur one, so that's the only one I can speak for, and I do really like it. I like it because it works with a variety of skin types, whether it be oily, dry, and combination skin. I've used it on all different skin types and it actually has worked well. As for the foundation, especially the Easy Blur foundation, I would say needs a bit more shades for deeper complexion. Having 3 shades for deeper complexion isn't really enough. It does need a bit more. The concealer is really good. Lip products, love. All their current complexion products I really do like, except from the glowish pressed powder. It's not really my favorite, but I feel like this is discontinued anyway, so it's fine. I'm looking at this as a black girl from one brand. Definitely is approved. That is all for today's video, cousins. Like always, I love you guys so much, and inshallah I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, cousins. Mwah. I'm sorry about the blurriness on my camera.